Hey folks, I'm gonna make one more video here, just for now. I probably won't, I don't know how I'll really address this particular, topic. It's kind of hard in a way. I might probably mentioned this before on some level with some of my other videos, but for the last week yeah, I'd say week-ish, maybe a little bit over a week. I've just been working on, again, video game ideas, and I've just been, writing them down. I do that a fair amount. At some point in time, it'll pay off, I'm sure. I just have pages and pages and pages of them. And it's not artwork, I can do the artwork, of course. I know what it was I was picturing. My gut feeling tells me, even though I you keep hearing how video game companies prefer to hear ideas pitched and all this stuff. Despite all that, I feel like I still need to get these ideas down whenever they come. And, you know, I also like, doing like the full shebang, like all the secondary characters and areas, designs and aesthetic things. There's so much of my psyche in my life and where my mind is at often it revolves around things like this because, even from a younger age, I was really very not thrilled by the way life just is, the way reality is. Um, my thoughts were definitely wanting to go elsewhere. Um, so they did whenever I could allow them to go there. And, you know, it's just, I imagine there's people like that, just like that out there that I prefer to know. So, again, one of the reasons I have my YouTube channel is to have those sorts of people subscribe to this channel. Whether it's just friendship or more, who knows? It's just that, that's one of many reasons, again, why I've made a YouTube channel. But aside from that, um, I've been working on this thing all day. And I can compose music like this all day as well. I can do something creative all day, and the next day, the next day, the next day, the next. This is the way I am. Now, I can do a lot of things, that are less desirable all day as well. It's not going to be nearly as fulfilling. I might feel like I'm working harder, and in some respects, yeah, but it's just sometimes. Anyway, this is a different. That's a different subject, but um, how can I put this? It's a joke to me that you have people in charge of these video game companies that think they can make lots of money by rehashing old ideas. That's a joke to me. That's embarrassing. If I, That's embarrassing. There's no reason for it. It's shocking to me. It's shocking that something like video games for the last 15 years or so, a long time, have been just, for the most part, stinky. And only a small number of studios really know how to make good video games. That's just, I mean, like, yeah. So, I didn't become a programmer. And even if I was a programmer, I've learned that in order to make the kinds of games that, are really, really enjoyable, you need a whole team of programmers. And they all need to be united behind the thing. And so it's not like I can just go out and make my own video game. I've heard that there are, engines that you can use that are free to use. This still involves other programmers. I've tried to work with another gentleman I'm friends with, but he's a programmer himself, but he's going to be going into music composition instead of programming. And he has a music degree as well. We're good friends, both members of the LDS Church. And so, trust me, I have some history here with this subject. But aside from all that stuff, I still take a lot of time designing. I would say video games, but you could also by the same token, you can make them stories. You just can't make them non-linear. A story is linear, right? Unless it's a choose your adventure movie, which is choose your adventure story, choose your adventure story. I meant, but um, yeah. So I mean, I have all these ideas, and sheesh. I mean, I I'm considering doing a nonfiction book about music instruction here soon. By the way, but if you guys are interested, let me know if you want to see what kinds of ideas I've been coming up with. I know nobody's gonna steal them. I, anyway, I don't know, but it's just there's too much to get into right now, and a lot of times what I do is um, I'll have a main quest or a few quests that kind of relate to each other. But there's kind of a bigger thing that they're after, and there's some semi big things, several to a dozen medium sized other quests, sometimes more. Then there's a lot of smaller stuff, but there's a question of if you go about things with quests in mind, or do you go about it, just your brainstorming with names of personalities and different areas, or do you go about it, you know, via mini area by mini area, like house to house, or you know, point of interest to point of interest, a well, a pond, whatever it is. There's a lot of ways to go about brainstorming ideas, and um, just write it down, you know. But a lot of people have these different systems and things, and I'm also curious if you guys are into this stuff, how you guys do this stuff. But also, there's this whole Dungeons and Dragons board game, kind of approach. So there are folks that create maps and create ventures to be actually played by rolling the dice and having moving, not necessarily moving around a board that you can see. I don't know. I've I've known all kinds of folks that wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons. I've played it before, but I don't think we played it right, or I just spent so much time creating your character that you just don't get much to the actual adventure. So playing Dungeons and Dragons, the board game version, I wouldn't say it's dated, but it's for me, it's been kind of a hassle to get it going. It always has been, but that's another thing that you can do though with these kinds of things is you can actually, so you know, I have, I don't know if hundreds, but I have a lot of these big video games that I've created, or I've mostly created, or I have a lot of stuff that I could use for Dungeons and Dragons. So, hopefully at some level, whether it becomes a video game or it becomes a Dungeons and Dragons adventure, on some level, I'd like to be able to have this hobby of mine, this pastime, pan out sometime. Financially, that'd be great. Anyway, money. The older you get, the more you think about money. I don't know. Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. Catch you guys later. Take care. Bye.